Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now, last week, LAX 18 News brought you the story of a true blue fan with a very special connection to the UK Senior Derek Willis. Take a look here for the promo for the story.
UK's Derek Willis. He brought the house down when he popped the question to his fiance at Rupp Arena. But it's the couple's connection to this special boy that will melt your heart.
To have and to hold.
Nancy Cox has the inside story on a one-of-a-kind proposal.
We got you a ring pair. Dad.
Nancy Cox shows us now with more on Zach Pickard. You got to know about Zach a while back and his relationship with Derek. Tell everybody a little bit more about it.
Well, this isn't something Derek and his fiancée Keely do for headlines or for good press. They came across Zach's story. He has progeria. It's a chromosomal disorder, and they came across his story and just fell in love with him. They go to Gaddytown with him. They take him bowling. It's a true friendship, and no one had really heard much about it until they asked him to be their ring bearer, and he's so excited. And his parents, it's a hard road for them. A lot to think about, a lot to do to take care of Zach, a lot of doctor's appointments out of town, out of state. But it gave them a great lift, and it's something the whole family can rally around.
I think that's a couple of parts of this are really interesting. One, I've seen that kid around now for the last 3 or 4 years at games. They bring him to a lot of games. He's a very happy young guy. And then to include him in their wedding, I think is really special. Like, I'm almost getting choked up thinking about it. This is not like, and listen, it's great when UK players meet anyone with difficulties. But this isn't just like meeting this kid. They spend a lot of time with him, right?
Yes, I've seen pictures of him sprawled out across the living room floor, and Zach has gotten him hooked on Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah.
Zach has a collection, and Derek spent one night with him, said, I'm getting my own, and I'm going to practice. And so this truly is a friendship. They've touched the Pickards, but I know Zach has touched Derek and Keely, and will continue to.
When you got to talk to Derek and Keely about it, talk a little bit about that, the sort of the effect that they've had on that couple. I mean, they almost consider him like their kid or little brother or something like that.
We've seen some pictures where he's just kind of laying across them behind the couch there. They really have bonded with him. And I think when any couple can come together and bond over something that is outside of yourself, that you are focusing on something else other than your own needs in a relationship, and they're doing it together and focusing on something and someone who needs them, that's got to create a great bond between them.
Well, Zach is a special young man, and I'm very proud of Derek and Keely for having made him a part of their life. You can see the story on LAX 18 or on HeyKentucky.com. We're going to put your whole story there. It is very good. I highly encourage. A lot of you have seen it, which is why we didn't show it again. But thank you very much for telling us a little bit more about it.
Thanks.
It's good to have you here. Maybe
him.
sometime,
hey,
who knows?
I kind of feel important.
It
over
is.
here.
That's exactly right.
Not everybody can go to Memphis to see the Cats in person this weekend.
No, but you can bet True Blue fans will be watching the game Friday night, including a little boy with a special interest in one UK senior and his bride-to-be. When Derek Willis popped the question to girlfriend Keely Potts on senior night, he nearly brought the house down. And when the couple planned their wedding party,
they wrote this really nice poem.
They chose a little boy with a lot of reasons to feel different and made him feel special.
We know you'll be perfect and make a lasting impression. Will you be our ring bearer?
You've met Zach before. He's one of only 17 people in the U.S., the only one in Kentucky with the genetic disorder progeria, often called the aging disease. Keely happened to stumble upon his story and reached out to the Pickards.
Keely has a soft spot in her heart for special children, and I think it has rubbed off on Derek.
The three became fast friends.
It's just kind of cool to see them together and the difference in their sizes. If he comes over, he sits on the floor, he takes up the whole floor.
Not because he wanted a headline, he wanted a buddy.
He's been to a few of the games, and When he goes, you know, Keely just trots him around like he's a celebrity.
Right after Derek made it official, the couple made their own proposal for Zach to be their ring bearer.
It's just great that, you know, somebody's actually willing to, you know, have or has the heart kind enough to do that for him. It shows how good of a guy he really is.
Zach is 10 now, quite a cut-up, a Rubik's Cube fan, an expert bottle flipper, and part of a drug trial researching ways to fight the worsening and often debilitating effects of progeria.
We are so lucky to have the Progeria Research Foundation because they're trying to find a cure. And a lot of rare diseases don't have that.
Obviously, you don't expect to have to walk this road, but, you know, I wouldn't ask for anything different.
I love that kid. By the way, the big day for Derek and Keely will be sometime in the summer of 2018. To learn more about Zach's journey and how you can help find new treatments for progeria, just go to our website, lex18.com. He loves that bottle flipping.
I think it's time for him to do the why.
I think you're right.
We'll
Let's
be
get
right
that
back.
done.